This is for the people of Malta with the Maltese flag. Pulling up into a loop, you'll see the aircraft now collapse to around 6 feet or 2 meters away from each other as Red 1 calls them into short diamond formation. They reach a height of around 6,000 feet. Leading the team is Red 1 squadron leader Jim Turner. It's his third and final year as the team's leader. He is a former Jaguar pilot, but he's got lots of display experience. He displayed the Jaguar, spent 3 years previously with the Red Arrows. All 9 jets upside down. They'll see you waving, everybody. When the Red Arrows formed back in 1964, ready for that first season in 65, the aircraft they used was the Folland Gnat. That was the advanced jet trainer in the Royal Air Force in that era. You're about to see a very wide shape form now. Reds 8 and 9 are going to move to the outsides, and from Red 9's left wingtip through to Red 8's right wingtip, the formation is now going to measure 100 meters or 300 feet wide. So to enable them to fly around as one unit, the outside pilots have to really anticipate their control inputs. So they do so by using the very set cadence in Red 1's voice. But now in from the left, please, a big round of applause in this very wide formation, which is Phoenix. So listen to that cadence in Red 1's voice. On the leader's right wing is the first of our new pilots this year. He's Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Stu Campbell. Let's have another big wave, everybody! Now we fly our formations with the odd-numbered pilots on the left-hand side. The even-numbered pilots fly on the right-hand side. And in their 3 years flying with the team, the pilots will generally start at the front near the leader, and as their proficiency improves, they move further back. On the leader's left wing is the other of our new pilots. He is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Joe Hurston. Ready for the Concorde loop. Pulling up at 4G and 400 miles an hour. As the aircraft reach a height of a mile above us, you'll see another formation change as the jets slow down to about 150 miles an hour. At the top of this loop, you can now see the shape of a feathered arrow. Well, back in the 1960s, they decided that feathered arrow was too much to say on the radio, so now we call this formation Fred. That's the end of the first half of the Red Arrows display, ladies and gentlemen. So far, you pass.
Coming from ours from the right as well. I know.
Right. There's a lone jet. His smoke comes on. This is Red 9. This is the Goose. They reach a height of 7,000 feet. Each of them puts their white smoke on. Keep your cameras ready as they start to draw a heart. Now keep your eyes to the top left of the heart. You'll see a third aircraft approaching. On comes his smoke. This is Red 8, Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert, another third-year pilot with the team. He's a former Hawk instructor, Hawk display pilot, then he flew the Harrier. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here they come.
Now look out to the right, 45 degrees. That heart. Red 1 pulls them up at 4G in a 7-ship Vixen formation. Now twisting towards us through 90 degrees. Cameras ready for the good bit. This is the vertical brake. This is the carousel. Watch the pilots pulling 6G. They're going to swap their smoke colour at each of these 3 crosses. Control column. Called Leader's Benefit, and they're going to draw a snake-like shape of smoke in the sky as they fly the Python. Right of that shape is Red 4. He's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Parr, and Ollie is a second-year pilot with the Red Arrows. He is a former Tornado GR4 pilot, but he has spent a tour teaching on the Hawk T1, on which we used to fly our advanced flying students. Red 6 and 7 now roll upside down. This is the corkscrew. The inside pilots perform tight rolls to the outside in the rollbacks. Let's give them a really big wave as they fly past in mirror. Protracted call to roll them out into a 4-ship square card formation. This is the Twister. Getting very dizzy with his red smoke on his Red 5. He is Flight Lieutenant Steve Morris, and Steve is a second-year pilot with the team. He's a former Hawk instructor, and operationally Steve flew both the Harrier GR9 and the Tornado GR4. Reds 8 and 9 pitch up to roll around 6 and 7. Cameras ready as they then roll before the Jippo break. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the synchro pair. Directly ahead, you'll see cameras ready for the Vixen break. Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows! Pulling up, that's 4G. They started this manoeuvre at around 360 knots, around 400 miles an hour. At the top of this, they've slowed down to about 150 miles an hour. The controls now are less responsive, so they're working hard to maintain formation. On comes the white smoke. Get your cameras ready. This is a spaghetti break. Display with the Red Arrows. Here's Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert.